secrets, man.
You
Oh.
So, all right. So you click to spray.
That's what she
Right
said.
click to toggle spray. You press R to rotate your nozzle, so you can go from vertical to horizontal. You can scroll wheel to quickly switch between the different varieties of
I
nozzle.
can see that part.
Yeah.
Press C. Press C to free aim, so you can aim without moving your character or the camera. There you go. And now,
Ah,
you
damn it!
wash.
Not this ugly shit.
That's it.
No.
This is it. This is you wash.
Why do I only have an Urban X U2?
Because that's the one you get when you play the special map.
Really?
You only really.
No, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So you end up buying and upgrading PowerWash for your mode. But for like challenges and special jobs, you're assigned a washer.
Wow.
So.
Lol.
So we've actually done quite a bit of the game already. So Nicky can't just play with us, which is on a previous job, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Options.
That's all fine. You bitch! Bitch! Ah!
Also, there is water physics. That's the other thing.
Ah!
God damn.
Is this it?
Is this it?
Yeah. It's a relaxing game. It's not even a game, it's a skill.
Ah, damn. Oh, wow. It's actually working now. Good.
Actually, your voice sounds, your mic sounds better than it was ever before.
Well, I'm glad it took me a while to get it like this.
So all that time you were using your built-in mic?
I was using the built-in microphone of a webcam I thought was plugged in. I forgot it.
Oh, your webcam has built-in mic. What kind of webcam is it?
It's I don't know. I put it in my drawer. Hold on a second.
You have a webcam? Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a webcam.
You have a web.
loud.
You got mail.
I got a male webcam. That's right.
Oh. That sounded so wrong.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
I'm captioning right now.
Back, F-A-C-K, back.
Just he will always be legendary no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what's going on.
Hey,
he will
Carl.
always be the.
Carl, do you need a 60% keyboard?
Oh, what?
A 60% keyboard.
No. I already have one.
Okay.
That's the only thing about like experimenting with audio stuff is that you don't know actually how it's all going to sound until you actually have something put together and you're actually in the middle of doing something. It's like, oh, the input, right? It's like, well, I can't like just fuck with it now. I have stuff to power wash.
Freak, I just lost the cord to my blue snowball mic.
I'm out of metal and stone cleaner. Should I be worried?
Oh shit.
No, just use your normal water.
Yeah, you can simply power wash everything in the game with just water and then the regular nozzles. If you come across a stuff rust, then you just have to you need to equip a like more focused nozzle.
Ford Focus
So-
nozzle.
So the red nozzle has like the narrowest stream, but it has the most power. So if there's something that like the white, green, or yellow can't quite spray off, then switch to like the red. I remember looking up like the soaps, and they're not super useful as of right now. They can make things they can be helpful, but you can't just play the entire game without spending any soaps.
I mean, if you want to get the job done faster, then you can do soaps, but why spend if you
Soaps
can
are
just...
also a little
And it's temporary too. You know, you're gonna buy some more.
yeah. The soaps are a little temperamental too. You have to like stand like close to whatever you're spraying. You can't like
Yeah.
miss it. You gotta just get right in there and just spray at it. If you need a good check to see like if you've missed any spots, hit the tab button and you'll get like a flash of all the dirty parts of the structure.
Oh!
Yeah, just enjoy the joys of washing objects with a power washer.
Yes, we're doing a Bob Ross impersonation.
Just spray out silhouettes of happy little trees.
Yes.
I like to spray off happy little trees that aren't quite so happy anymore. Covered in film.
It's so comforting.
I'm drawing lines all over the rest. With the 0 nozzle.
A perfect managed to just spray out my name in a dirty bathroom. that was pretty good.
Yes. No, especially the skate park, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, let's see.
There we go.
3 equals.
There we go.
Hi-yo.
Hey, Finicky, get over here. I found a message for you.
I got one for you too right here, buddy. Right there.
Oh! You...
There
I fixed it for you.
E equals 3. Wait, what? O equals
D
3.
equals 3. Alright, give you some real life.
Hey, Tina.
Oh my god.
Amazing. What is wrong with you people?
Bitch.
Oh, you...
What the fuck is this? This is some fucking crossword puzzle.
Bitch.
Oh no, my mouse!
Yeah, you're one vertical ditch. Now this graffiti won't stand. The great thing about doing graffiti by power wash graffiti is that when you're asked to clean it off, you just power wash some more.
Ah. Where the hell? Oh, that.
Oh, let me switch to the 0 degree. There we are, yeah.
There's also the turbo nozzle. I don't know if you have the turbo nozzle. It's like the 0
Son of a
degree.
bitch!
It's
Damn you, Carl.
really fast.
Ah!
Oh, it's too powerful. I can't control it.
Ah! Freak!
You get cut in half.
Fuck, dude. I bet You can. The
Damn
power washer
you.
is a fickle mistress.
Pickled Damn it! No, no, no. Ah. Failed.
I love how baffled you were when he says like, "What the fuck is Power Wash Simulator?" Just like this utmost disdain you just had in your heart. I remember like telling Sarah like, "Oh, we're playing Power Wash Simulator." She goes, "What's Power Wash Simulator?" Like, "Oh, it's like you have a power washer like with water, you spray down stuff, clean it."
You spray down your enemies.
And she just like, she looked at me and she said, "I loved power washing duty. It was my favorite job in the army." People would say, "Why do you love power washing so much?" So they have to like spray down the water pool. Like, what? You like that? Like, if you have to ask, then you can never know. Then you already don't know. You can't understand.
There's a subreddit that's just called power washing porn.
Power washing porn? What?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
Just a misheard on purpose to sound dirty by Perfect Dark. This time it is actually what it is. Oh, it is literally just like satisfyingly spraying off muck with a power washer. Is just what the subreddit is.
While you're having sex? What the fuck?
It's actually the behind the scenes part of porn where they have to spray out the cream pie. It's like okay, the scene is over, and they get a power washer and they shove it up there and they just spray it out.
Oh my god.
It's like, what the fuck?
Is that a thing?
It's like it's the end of the bukkake scene. They really power wash the cum off the woman.
What the hell?
Just like I guess this is the best part. Like after we can sell this as a bukkake porn, and also we can also sell the tape for getting sprayed off the power washer. These are both porn categories, niche porn categories you can tap into.
That's so wrong.
Look, man, it's not my fault you don't have hustle grind set. You don't have hustler grind mindset to know when you can grind for some more bucks.
You are weird.
Oh, I'm weird. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Fine. Whatever. You mishear everything as porn or something or farts.
What?
Everything we talk about. But I'm weird when I start telling jokes and making bits. Excuse me for being a bitmonger. Okay, anyway. Making progress. This is the most crisscross ass bullshit I've ever seen. You're literally using the narrowest nostril on the stage just to create an irritated crisscross pattern. It's like you're trying to it's like you're trying to scrub out the mess with an eraser. Like one eraser stroke at a time.
With a magic eraser.
Yeah. So I think the Urban X is like the second power washer that you can. It's the first one you can buy, and it's the second favorite power washer. The messes get sort of more difficult and stubborn. So soaps can become more useful, but also your regular power washer becomes less effective. So the Urban X is sort of the first upgrade you can buy by doing the career mode mission, stuff like that. You get to sort of get a hold of them in these sort of challenge, in these special ones. There's also a challenge mode. Those are single player, I think. You can do them on your own. the way those work is that there are two challenge types. There's time and there's water. The time challenge is that you have to obviously clean the object like in a specific amount of time. If you don't make it to bronze, you immediately fail. If you can clean the thing faster than the gold medal time, you get the gold, right? So, um, the water one is that you are given a maximum amount of liters of water you can spray to clean something, and if you can get under that like that liter count, then you will medal. But if you can use like the least amount of water possible to completely clean something, it's above gold. That's less than the gold amount, then you get the gold. So there's two ways, which is fast, frantic, and efficient, or deliberate and sort of and detail oriented. Which is, I think, is pretty interesting. I haven't gotten a time one yet so far, but I did try a water conservation one, and I did do that one. I think I got a silver for that one, which I like because it can get so easy to like rush your way through jobs. It kind of and if you keep doing that, it sucks the fun out of it. But the water conservation challenges means you can go over through all those same jobs. It forces you to take your time and to think about it. And then, like the only thing you're getting at the end of it is the medal, and it's not like money to move on to another job. It's something you've already done, but just reapproaching it in different ways. Which I like. I think it's pretty fun.
You gotta get into the nooks and crannies of everything.
Yep. Yeah, that's the only thing about this is that sometimes the game can be like pretty anal about like what's considered clean. So you will find yourself sort of like hitting tab a lot to make sure that you're not missing spots. It's also why being haphazard with your sprays can be very annoying because like it becomes less obvious where the spots you missed are. The more you actually have to go over it. But you know, doesn't really matter that much. You can spend as much time as you want. Not really being timed here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We're done dang alright. God, man. Some of these jobs can like literally take hours. Like the skate park was it took us so long because of how large the area was. I like this one. I've edited videos for these streams, but for these ones, the audio wasn't useful at all. Like I still had really bad audio quality and the sounds all mixed poorly. I thought, well, no one's really like sitting around and like listening to us talk, especially not with this shit, the audio quality. So what I did is I just remove the audio, replace it with some royalty-free, like sort of lo-fi study beats, music, or whatever. And I just like fast-forwarded it and edited dead points in the video. So you get like a half-hour, or 15 minutes, or 11-minute video of like cleaning something really fast while you listen to some like some smooth music.
From smooth metal.
Smooth metal. Just like you're just like playing the dive song from Slipknot over like a 1,000 feet of washing a garden gnome.
What song?
The dying song. Time to sing.
Oh, the new single.
Yeah, exactly. I read the lyrics to that one. I was like kind of surprised. Wait, does this one actually have like a latent political meaning inside of it? That one was kind of weird.
That was a pretty good song. Put your neck to water. Let your neck get sick and dry.
Lol.
I think the song's about
The same Slipknot shit.
about how hard it is to be a middle child and
A
stuff.
middle child.
Generally antisocial, you know, I go my own way type of themes.
Oh, I see.
That's like their go-to default new metal. Their theme.
I see. It's just everyone else sucks. I don't want to talk to anybody. Is it like? I just remember like a story from like when they went to Woodstock '99, which I think it was something like it's like I was like I think the lead vocalist just said something like I saw the crowd and I realized this had to be my best. This had to be my best set ever. And you know, I just everything inside me just channeled inside me, and so that's how I ended up saying. And it cut to him saying, "How many of you like to fuck?" Yeah! He's like That's remember the song going. That's it. That's everything in his being. Everything he summoned inside of himself to be the greatest he could be in front of this crowd. And he just asked them if they liked fucking. I don't know. I just remember that one detail about him. It's just him shouting, "How many of you like to fuck?"
Wow.
Apparently there's that. Apparently their Wood 99 set was pretty good. People who
Yeah, they're pretty good live. Yeah, Slipknot was my favorite. My first ever like metal. One of my first ever metal bands in high school or middle school actually.
I mean, to be honest, new metal is the most middle school ass metal music there. It's the most middle class metal music there is, and Slipknot doesn't get any more middle school, does it?
I had a bandmate who's who's really into Slipknot as well.
That sounds about right.
I remember being in a guitar club and playing Slipknot riffs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're still a really good metal band.
But it's funny. I like actually read the lyrics to the song.
Nice song. Like, how did you know about their new song? Did it show up in your feed or something?
It was just in YouTube. It was just on my feed. Yeah, I wasn't even looking for it. I just saw it. And I decided, okay, I'll you know what, Slipknot, they're good. They're pretty cool. I'll just like look up what it is. I listen to it. It's a pretty good song. I read the lyrics, and it was weird because like the lyrics go something like, it's something like, Satan, there is no more Satan. There's only the bosses on the board. Like communist comatose, and just like, what's going on? It's one of those things where it's like it appears to be saying nothing, like it's too abstract to be saying anything. The only thing it seems to say is screaming about there is no evil. Evil isn't real. There's just rich men in boardrooms making the decisions, and it's the only other thing. Because the only other line about it is the word communist comatose, seeming to imply that like there is no movement, there's like no political opposition. It's non-political in a way, but it's asserting it's non-political because there's no politics happening, able to happen. There's just this bad thing that has no root cause to it, and no one's standing up against it. It's just screaming at either at their audience or the people he's upset with to die, or threatening them with death, or something like that. It's weird because like there's something in there, right? It's anti-establishment and like angry, you know, and like kind of like fatalistic or something like that. But it's like almost specific enough to where it sounds like he's trying to say something. You know what I mean? It ends up being more of a feeling that only like someone like in a certain mindset could totally grasp. You know what I mean?
No.
Good.
Honestly, you just kind of Corsair picks like words that just sound cool.
Okay. I'll stop thinking
You know,
about it.
meningitis, I will survive this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's Kurt Cobain style lyrics.
Oh yeah. Didn't like Kurt like he like that his suicide note said like all this stuff was like overtly political and they were all messages I was putting in there on purpose, but no one got it. Wasn't that like a big wasn't like a thing of like that basically he just said on his suicide note is like literally this is like all political, no one gets it.
Maybe some of it.
I need more mouse space.
I just remember like fucking one of the guys from
Like I can picture Bloom, you know, songs like that.
I'm not
On the floor.
It's a dead awkward silence.
dead awkward. Come on, just vomit out words, Finicky. You can do it.
Let your hand to the water, let your mouth go second and dry. I like the other song, yeah, a lot. I think I went better.
What do you think?
Yeah. In fact, recently some bands released some new albums. New Behemoth. Remember Behemoth?
I believe so.
The other band I saw.
Oh
They
yeah.
finally released a new record, Opus Contra Naturum.
Opus Contra Naturum.
Yep.
That sounds amazing.
Means that we're against nature.
Is that like is this the values or is it like a general what do you call it not damnation but is that an accusation or a statement of values?
Probably, yeah.
It's both. Yes.
Just as satanic as ever.
It's just God, man, Satanism is so fucking funny, dude.
It's a perk.
Yo, the bastard son. I am the evil one. Like this stuff is satanic, and you put on Messa Noir. I believe in Satan. Who has the heaven and the earth?
Oh, right, okay. Just something that kind of occurs to me. Every like band that makes Satan their like their aesthetic or like they're the subject of their music they were just 13 years old and thought it was really cool if they could pretend they could talk to demons and frighten their mates, but no one bought it. But they just never grew out of that, and they just thought, you know, dude, it's so fucking cool. It's just tell people to talk. And then like they're like sitting in like a mansion, just like sitting on like a couch made out of like $100 bills. It's like so fucking cool. I tell people I talk to Satan. It never got old for them, and they just like made it their whole thing. Because if you just think about it for a second, or it just becomes embarrassing. But you say it. If you're just good enough at making music, it just isn't embarrassing. I don't know. That's just
Oh, geez, everything's lyrics are really good. I think the guy himself is like I think he has like a degree in history. It includes a lot of historical references.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Also, like, there's a philosophy there. Like, Gorgoroth has a lot of the chain, like Nietzsche philosophy.
Oh,
You know, just themes related to freedom, anarchy, or individualism.
oh, just like something like akin to egoism, basically.
I guess.
Like non-social anarchism, non-collective. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's kind of cringe. I don't know. 'Cause I don't know. Like Nietzsche struck me as one of those things where it's like it is a well beloved and known philosophy. Not necessarily for its merits as a way of explaining the world, but like its ability to gratify those who subscribe to it. You know what I mean? Because in a sense, it like I think for a lot of people, it like just tells you to renounce sort of like standard any kind of external moral code, but for yourself. And that's not like a responsibility that people bear in the way that like Nietzsche like sort of actually probably described it. The Ubermensch is the Ubermensch because he's someone who has actually done an incredibly difficult and like unimaginable task of like reinventing morality, self-consciously aware that they're the ones having to reinvent it. That's like a difficult thing. That's like a great burden that like was difficult for Nietzsche to imagine humans doing after like people stopped believing in God, basically. But I think a lot of people just sort of like took that sort of terrifying and difficult task and just said, oh, I guess this means I can feel good about myself all the time and not have to worry about all this guilt I feel. Like I don't have to separate illogical anxieties or feelings of self-loathing with actual harm I'm doing to other people or irresponsible behavior that I'm taking. Not necessarily that's like everyone who. That's not all there is to Nietzsche. Not necessarily that's what Nietzsche like meant when he sort of expressed his philosophy. It's not necessarily what everyone who subscribes to it feels. But I feel like people who are really, really, really into it, it's more of a self-indulgent thing and sort of like a way of sort of convincing yourself that you don't really have to feel bad about anything you do. It's I feel like a lot of philosophy, a lot of sort of like non-material philosophy is like that. Is just is a permission for self-indulgence. Do you ever that like do you ever hear about that thing? Huh?
What thing? Yeah, Nietzsche's pretty, well, he's pretty misunderstood.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I think any philosopher is just because no one actually, I don't know.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, maybe they talk about, like, some imaginary group of Nietzscheans.
Yeah.
I can't get this fucking lower pull floor.
Such nozzles. Yeah.
Anyways, the thing was like it was I forgot what it was. It's probably apocryphal, so I don't know. But it was like something that like students like take like philosophy like majors who take like specifically. Oh no, that's what it was. It was the most stolen book in like a university like library is like our ethics textbooks.
Like at Harvard? No.
I don't know, but like yes, like the most stolen book is the ethics textbook, basically, or like stuff related to that type of like college course.
Do you remember that cartoon segment? I forgot. I think it was like with Looney Tunes. Remember that song that goes do 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 do.
No, I don't. Oh no, I don't know how you got onto that.
So apparently that was a little thing from Fair Harvard. So it's actually a Harvard's mascot thing.
Oh, that's their it's a Harvard anthem. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did hear about that. Did Harvard get mad at the Looney Tunes? Did they get angry at Brothers or something?
I guess. I don't think so. Maybe one of their writers graduated from Harvard.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
That was,
Anyway,
yeah, that's cartoon. That segment was like from the 60s or 70s, Looney Tunes. When Bugs Bunny was playing on the piano.
oh yeah, yeah.
It's one of those skits.
Oh, the thing I was on. I think like the like people talking about like the ethics textbook being the most stolen one was like the springboard of talking about an idea of like when you if you basically study a bunch of moral philosophies in like an academic setting, they all kind of stop meaning anything because they're all kind of being dissected and taken out of any kind of context that they were invented for.
Oh, nice, finally.
And as such, ethics sort of become sort of arbitrary when you sort of look at multiple different means of establishing ethics. There is no root or center point for you to base ethics on. You're just sort of studying all of them out of their context and not judging one to be better than the other, essentially. And so, in a weird way, attempting to study like many ethical codes at the same time in a neutral setting just is a recipe for just unlearning or just stop respecting any ethics in a certain sense. As such, like, you know, as such, people who are taking ethics classes are more likely to steal the textbooks for their own class because, you know, impressionable youth sort of like learning that ethics is made up and bullshit and arbitrary or is very relative. We'll just go, whatever, I don't give a shit. Just
Or it's just ironic.
It's being ironic. But yeah, I think that there is something to it that you can't like a lot of like our culture as it exists now is taking symbols that only existed for a specific period of time for specific people who lived a certain way, and so sort of like taking them out of their context and applying a sort of a I don't know, a database of symbols and a pantheon of beings, and match them together and injecting our own meanings into them, and they sort of lose any kind of meaning. They no longer, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, that's also a philosophy of itself. It's a postmodern philosophy. Simulacrums and simulations.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there might be some merit to that, but the funny thing is that do you know where I actually remember hearing that philosophy like first? It was from an Aleister Crowley like occultist, where he was a guy who believed that like magic was real and but magic was an extension or an expression of your own personal drive or ability. So you can do magic, but you can't like sacrifice an animal or do spells. That's stupid. Magic is an outgrowth of being good at something. Like the fucking director who did Eraserhead, or like what was that? What the hell was that guy's name?
David Fincher.
I think. But yeah, this guy is like basically asserted, so he can do magic, right? Because he does like transcendental meditation, things that are happening, right? Like making things happen with magic. But the thing is, he's able to do that because he has dedicated his life to the craft of being a director. So therefore, the spells and shit he does to like make his works better are better because of his, not because he has like a well of sort of power he can pull from nothing, but instead is because he has acquired power by becoming good at directing. So therefore, that is its own magic in and of itself that is able to, like, I don't know, he's able to affect an effort that is greater than the effort itself. I don't know how to describe it because it's nonsense anyway. but it's sort of describing magic as sort of like as sort of like the intangible effects of actual concrete human action. I don't know. But and he basically, they were specifically doing like an episode talking about the Reddit witches, the Reddit and Tumblr witches who were trying to put a curse on the Taliban after we pulled out of Afghanistan, and they were basically putting themselves in these trances where they were having like Final Fantasy-esque turn-based battles with Allah. They were trying to like curse the Taliban, but in their imagining of the Taliban, they assumed that like that Islam was real, and then in addition to all the other gods in like human history, so they had to fight Allah from Islam to get to the Taliban to curse them after putting themselves in a trance. But for whatever reason, they all kept reporting that they were beaten. They were losing their Final Fantasy like a 6 turn-based battles with Allah at the end of the game.
Final Fantasy.
For whatever reason, none of them could win in their own imaginations. And this weird Aleister Crowley guy was going, so these people like don't have magic because they're not developing themselves or learning anything. They don't know anything. They're just like stealing these bastardized like symbols of like of previous peoples that just don't mean anything anymore, and applying no effort in themselves to actually acquire power. So when they actually try to challenge God himself, who in Islam is literally the universe, like the physical universe in its complete unity, they're trying to like fight that and losing because they're a bunch of weak-willed morons. Essentially, is what he says. Which is, again, it's very silly, but you can but just like his conception of magic, you can sort of map out a material reality to it, or something like that. You can kind of you can sort of see like there's actually some kind of analysis that's happening. It's interesting, even if like it's from a bizarre, non-material, and like probably mostly not useful like way of thinking about things, like them being magic. But I don't know. That stuff I kind of find interesting. Is like that stuff. But Finnegan, how much do you actually know about Nietzsche?
Quite a bit.
I never really. Huh?
Quite a bit.
Well, that's really interesting. I don't know. I just gave like my most bigoted sort of like assumption of what your least dignified Nietzschean is bound to look like, because I'm like of being very cynical. But what's like what do you actually find interesting about it? What do you think is actually sort of different from like the traditional way we think about things?
Well, Nietzsche's kind of hard to explain.
I mean, he had that rough period who got syphilis and like tried to kiss a horse before he died.
Oh, he yelled at the horse.
He yelled at the horse?
I can't remember.
The horse is infamous.
Yeah.
Is infamous. Did he fuck the horse? Did he kiss the horse? Did he hug it? Did he yell at it? What happened?
Yeah, he did kind of lose his mind there at the end.
He was literally in an asylum, and like that's what he literally died in syphilis in like a mental asylum. Like just sort of his brain just sort of went at the end. Was he still like writing? Is there like works from that time from like that?
I think there's just like scraps they found on his desk or something like that. But
in the book.
He was starting to get a little metaphysical, you know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah, I see. That's kind of interesting. But like, what's like my summation of the concept of the Ubermensch, sort of like close to accurate? That it is the crisis of establishing morality in the absence of God, or in the realization that there is no God. Like, how are you supposed to establish like a moral code or a moral way of being without a prime mover actually, designing and ordering the universe. And the Ubermensch will be the people who can basically do that. They can't create a right from wrong by themselves with the knowledge that there isn't a higher being telling them right from wrong. They just have to learn to invent it as people, and the Ubermensch will be the people who are able to do that. Essentially, is that essentially correct? Is that what he was sort of talking about that stuff?
It'd be one trait of Ubermensch, but Ubermensch is more of a psychology experiment of someone who's more psychologically evolved, right?
Okay.
Someone who basically gains mastery over their emotions and state of being.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of it, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's just a psychological Superman rather than like a physical Superman.
Well, yeah, that's sort of because like
It doesn't have to be with just morality. You can just do with anything. Yeah. Yeah, he was into talking a lot about suffering, nature of cruelty. Like, do you know what the eternal reoccurrence is?
Is it like the logical fallacy or the problem of God existed forever, but he had to create the universe, but also that means what is it?
No, eternal recurrence is like he took Eastern philosophy ideas, like the idea of reincarnation, and he turned it into a thought experiment. If you were forced to have to go through your life exactly as it is all over again, would you be okay with that? And the idea is that it's a way of trying to see if certain, is your suffering worth it? Because, if the idea of the eternal recurrence sounds terrible, that would imply that whatever suffering that you have, there's no point to it. It's not worth it. But if the idea of the eternal recurrence of having everything happen exactly, right, every mistake, every bad thing, whatever, and you go, it would be worth it to go. I'm okay with the having to go through all that all over again. That means that the suffering was meaningful. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically it.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I like that concept. It's pretty neat concept.
The concept is pretty interesting, but also it assumes that that suffering is sort of suffering is platonic. There is like an idealized and universal suffering that everyone experiences, the suffering that everyone experiences to be judged to basically by the same value, right? Because someone can just be subjected to worse conditions than other people, right? Or you can have worse outcomes after your suffering. You can be Job from the Bible, right? Where you have everything you need, a wife, family, money, being in God's favor, and then God just takes all that away from you, just like kills your family, just shows that you are cursed and that God will you. But at the end of it, because Job doesn't give up on his faith, God gives him all his stuff back and gives him a new family, a new business, his health back, everything. And he returns his favor. And the moral of that biblical story, right, is that persevering is always worth it, because there is a point where you can come back into God's graces. And in Job's story, it was worth him going through all that and having everything taken away, right? And that's just a religious parable, right? Obviously, it didn't happen, but it also provides a problem, which is that what if Job just didn't get his family back? What if he just didn't his life just didn't get better after he lost everything? Now, there are definitely people who have lost everything and sort of rebuilt something similar, right? And maybe they would argue, it was hard losing my first set of kids in my life, but I love my new kids and I love my wife. I'm happy I survived. If I had to go through it all again, I would. But then again, some people just don't recover what they lose in life. They don't get to actually experience the gratification or the reward for surviving, persevering through it. And so people's suffering are sufferings are just different depending on their conditions. And so the thought experiment is interesting because it asks the question of like, well, who suffers and why? Right? What is the capacity to avoid suffering? And what is the degree of that suffering? And so that means that the thought experiment, the answer of eternal recurrence, can change. And potentially people have control over whether eternal recurrence is preferable or not.
No, I don't think it's saying any of that. Nietzsche didn't like Plato. Oh.
Alright, I meant I was trying to use Plato as like figuratively. Excuse me, that was a bad.
Like essentialism or something?
Yeah, like that. I guess that's what I mean. The fact that I think what I was trying to say that the thought experiment calls to attention that there isn't an essential experience of suffering, essentially. And it sort of the thought experiment makes you think of that, which is that you know what I mean, and like sort of like moving on from that, you kind of think, well, like what are the conditions that you can create to make eternal worth it, or what do you call it, or preferable? You know what I mean? That's what I meant. I was like saying, use the Plato thing to basically just to as like a rhetorical device. I don't know. Not that actually that Nietzsche was posing that there was a uniform or like essential way of suffering, but like essentially that cannot be the case by the way he sort of structured the thought experiment. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I just like literally had like you explained that. That was such an interesting thing that I immediately had a different like set of thoughts about it. Like some other kind of stuff kind of like popped in my head because of it. It is like very fascinating. into eternal recurrence, to figure out if it doesn't actually fit, essentially. But you know what? That actually makes sense for Bleach because I know that the guy who actually created Bleach didn't give a shit about the story. He wanted to draw cool things happening.
Yeah.
Something that's like kind of cool looking, but it's gonna be weird and like and good for a setting, but they don't actually have to write a setting. And so he just picked Buddhism, so he didn't actually have to do. That's why it sucks because he literally doesn't care about it. He just wants to draw Ichigo slashing a hollow. That's the thing he wants to do. He wants to draw.
Nietzsche could suck my balls.
I mean, at the end of his life, he probably just would have just like not thinking.
Oh.
That was not very Ubermensch of you. You are Undermensch.
Untermensch.
Hunterbench.
God man.
Got some subhumans in here.
But for real though, that is actually, I think, I think that could be a point of criticism. Is sort of like the idea that like that Nietzsche could construct like sort of like a series of psychological sort of like experiments or parameters that might theoretically talk about like a psychologically superior person. Because like that has to be rooted very heavily in like in sort of like the culture he's in. There has to be a bit of Western chauvinism in like in how you determine what a psychologically superior person would look like and construct the thought experiment with this. Because I don't know. Like perhaps in like one cultural conception, the idea of having complete mastery over your emotions is the ability of someone who is a psycho, someone who is completely disconnected from his station in life, from like his family, his friends, his tribe, his whatever. He is like an unnatural thing that cannot interface with other humans, basically. That like they cannot channel the emotions or feelings of other people, or they can choose not to. And that disengaging, choosing to and being able to is like a frightening or dysfunctional person to be able to do that. And as such, that is like a demonic or a form of psychological dysfunction, weakness, essentially, or like rather, I don't know how to describe it. Not weakness, because that would be like.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't sound very Ubermensch to me.
Yeah. I don't know, but that's.
You don't like necessarily disconnect yourself from your emotions.
Well, I don't know, but like the idea like choosing. The choosing part, like being able to choose, is something that
No, you're not choosing to have or not have the emotion. You're just reframing it.
reframing it.
Yeah, like a common cognitive behavioral therapy technique is to just reframe emotions from negative to positive. Like, oh, you're not anxious, you're excited. You know what I mean? So an example that Nietzsche talks a lot about envy, because envy is every culture thinks it's a bad thing, right? To be envious.
Yeah.
Well, he said that he tried to argue that well, you can reframe that as a positive, right? It can be used to help you figure out what you want in life. And that would be the Ubermensch thing to do. Is to simply accept that you're jealous and that you want certain things.
Jealous and want certain things.
Yeah, and then let that guide you or inspire you.
Are you having a stroke?
No, I'm just like the cynical muscles in my brain are like really to like imagine like the actual worst case scenario of like what does that actually look like? Because like what does that like what does that actually look like? Is I don't know.
Like if you go up to an incel and he's like envious of Chads and alphas, right?
Yeah.
Getting laid instead of going and killing the Chads, right, in a school shooting. You could actually use it to try to figure out what he actually wants in life, right? Which is emotional and social connection. I mean, again, like this is an actual like CBT like thing, right? Reframing of negative emotions, positive ones. I think that's one of the reasons why Nietzsche became more famous like later, like decades later, is because he was kind of almost a couple of his ideas kind of came across as a bit of a proto psychology. You know what I mean? Like actually proven true by psychology,
Right.
which is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah. Although I actually think that there is a little bit of flaw into the Chad incel thing, which is that I think the incel is entirely aware of what they want, but the problem is that like they know they want social connection, but the problem is that it's not a matter of like they understand. It's not a problem
Yeah,
that they don't understand how
that's
they
probably
feel.
not a good example. It's just memeing, but
Yeah, but that's what I mean is that I don't know. Sorry, never mind. But yeah, I was gonna say that like yeah, because like the incel like knows what they want. They
no,
understand.
I argue they don't know what they want. That's the problem. They have like this very deep zero sum worldview where
Well, no, yeah, well, no, that's the thing. That like the connection is something that they understand. The need or desire for connection is something they understand like a lot. It's the matter of like how can they achieve it or what is stopping them from getting it. Because like they know they want like the affections of like other people. They want to be admired. They want like to matter. They want people to look at them and like sort of care about them. And they have like deluded themselves that there is some essential part of their bodies or like their or a disability, something like often or like or an addiction or whatever. That means that they cannot be loved or they cannot be attractive, right? And they fool themselves in thinking that the connection and social integration and stuff like and respect are locked behind these pseudo scientific things, right? But they have they're painfully aware of what they want, and they have sort of and they imagine themselves and sort of talk each other out of actually coming up with a constructive way of pursuing it, right? Well, and so that is sort of like that is something that like I
well, for some of them, they're just narcissistic sociopaths, right? What they want
yeah,
isn't relationships. What they want is like domination and like something very disturbed. Does that make sense?
yeah, that is a whole bunch of them. Like not to deny that,
But like I think
like
part of like the idea of mastery is like is not like fall into all these really negative rationalizations and just kind of accepting um not necessarily like blackmailing yourself, but you know what I mean, actually learning to tolerate negative emotions instead of getting sucked into it.
oh, I see, I see.
Because part of the anger is the fact that to get relationships requires vulnerability, but a lot of like hypermasculinity is about shunning vulnerability,
Yeah,
right? Which is obviously not mastery of emotions at all. It's the complete opposite.
yeah, it's acting like a scared little like it's more akin to acting like a scared little boy than you know than anything else. Which is people can tell when you're like when you're scared or you can't be vulnerable and you're trying to hide it, and it makes other people nervous. When they're just like around someone who's just like fronting or being like I don't know distant on purpose and it's very obvious. Anyway, yeah, yeah, like that's not mastery. That is the thing thing though about all these
Very
things.
English.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be me now.
It's
That wasn't very English of you. That was very English. Stop being so subhuman, dude. That's not psychologically evolved at all. Come on.
But that's the being the thing though is that is that you have to when you have if you can observe these things and I don't know yeah that obviously makes a lot of sense and I think that is true in that actual mastery of emotions, actually dealing with your negative emotions and sort of accepting
A healthy way.
a sort of in a healthy way. But the thing is about it is that just people don't do that. People do not internalize resist doing that, and entire markets or modes of mass politics form around denying dealing with stuff in a healthy way in a lot of cases.
Yeah, he talks about that in genealogy of morality.
Really?
Yeah, he examines history and etymology for why morals exist, or why morals get decided upon. He focuses on the word nobility. Rich people literally call themselves noblemen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's you can't help but that kind of ends up being my point. There is that you cannot help but actually come back to class relations and material condition. It's just that you just don't. If those who just propagate what and write the law and they decide what morality is, then you sort of get this weird shit. The master is holding back all your emotions, not telling you when you're hurt or in pain, and it's being brave in this particular way that means you will fight my war, work my fields until you're injured, but you won't complain and ask for anything better because you're weak. And these social sort of the social aspect of toxic masculinity at its conception was supposed to serve an economic utility for the people who were supposed to be laboring in the land. And the contrast to that, there was sort of I believe Philosophy 2 talked about this, but the concept of witches, where there was a lot of superstitions about things that are bad luck or are bad days or days that are bad omens or whatever. And what do you think is the one thing that when the day was unlucky or the omens were bad, what did you do for that day?
Not work.
You don't work. It was the stuff was traditionally archetypically in a lot of places was the role of women. They read signs that they were medicine women for example, or just witches or healers or they were women had their own mode of spirituality that was sort of accepted by their communities. And the thing that they told their men is that the signs are bad. Stay out of the fields for today. You need to, which is rest. You need to rest from the fields, and that's what the magic and superstition was about. Was just to convince the men living in feudalism that you need to not work yourself to death today. You're going to fucking die. You can't let your pride or your fear of a lord of a nobleman kill you, because if you go out there and lose your foot, roll your ankle in the fields because you're too tired to watch what you're doing, we're all gonna die. It's really important that you observe these superstitions and rituals and don't work. And so that kind of and sort of there was a anti-feudalist movement in Europe during this time that coincided with the witch burnings. That women were being killed for being witches. It happened to be the time when women were trying to organize their men in basically resisting their feudal lords. And so witchcraft was targeted as a means of sort of hunting down any kind of community leaders and organizers that could be organizing peasant revolts or withholding grain or anything that might undermine the strength of their liege lord. And of course, that's why a lot of women, or a lot of witches, were men. Like 20% of the men accused, 20% of witches were were accused of being witches, and a lot of it was just because they happened to be the local leaders of anti-feudal movement, and so they were the ones who were arrested or put on trial. And when they were too powerful, their wives would be put on for being witches. And so, like even with like superstition and morality, it is all forms around class conflict in a certain sense. And the people are conscious of it at the time, and so people internalize the stuff as entirely spiritual or superstitious, or any evidence of sort of like a material aspect of sort of ethical or like ethical beliefs or superstitious beliefs. Any part of it that might be rooted in class relations or material politics is sort of lost in a lot of cases. It has to be kind of rediscovered and sort of like and knowledge has to be like repropagated. Like I don't know, that's one thing I found really fascinating is the idea of just of religious holidays and superstitions just like being excuses not to work. Because if you've just worked all the day you're supposed to, you would fucking die.
Yeah, something marks, something angles, something.
It's like, but like,
Dialectical materialism.
Yeah, I know. It is actually just like, I don't know. This is actually the most practical thing to look at things, and it's just, I don't know. It is actually neglected in every aspect of sort of like our understanding of ethics and philosophy. It's all comes together, and it's annoying because it's the same thing all the time. But it all does come back to those things.
Yep.
Which is why it's so fun and it just infuriating.
I like that the witches being like rebellious, bastard rebels. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna steal that from my novel.
I mean, like, that is the one thing I am kind of mad at feminism for, is like not really understanding the witch. Like, the witch is like the rebel, or like not that like it's like witches are rebels, but not like because of what they do, but because of what they are. Witches are like they're extra special people, right? Right? They're like they're anti-authority by itself, and not like they're normal people living in bad circumstances, and they're doing something brave and courageous as normal people, right? I don't know. They took the symbol or the shorthand or the slant or whatever you want to call it, and they kind of wrung the actual class stuff sort of out of it. The only one that doesn't do that actually really like is Alabama. That is like the like anti-authoritarianism is sort of explored a little bit better. I feel it's like
It gets kind of tedious when there's like only tiny spots left.
Yeah, that is one of the weak points.
One of like music or
win. It's not fun. Yeah. That is also why like you try to be like judicious in how you clean the whole place. Like you start at one part, like one segment at a time, or you sort of like make sure you pick up all the spots before you move on to like the next part. So the really annoying part is having fucking just hunt down specks of dirt. Not the best. But Finicky, do you actually want to know like a little secret from the back in the reservation?
What?
Well, I think it was around the 1800s. No, it wasn't. It was like a living memory. Basically, there were some old people who remember people who were like and that sort of thing. The actual footload was declining rapidly. People were leaving because they weren't able to grow enough food. There wasn't money coming in. The pressure of the Spanish and the Americans was becoming too unbearable. And the tribe kind of started to die out. and it was proven that the tribe has survived, so someone had to do something. And the medicine kind of convened, right? They came back and the polls. Hey, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you laughing about?
Probably in our chat.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
He hears Marxism as patriot blood, you know, makes him turn off.
He won't cross the thin blue line. But anyway, so the medicine, they basically told the people, we can save the tribe, but it's going to require human sacrifices. And the idea is that if enough people voluntarily throw themselves off the mesa, off of that Sky City Mesa, the Great Spirit and the totems of the tribe will bestow fertility on its tribal members, and we'll be able to repopulate our tribe again, right? Which, you hearing this, it sounds insane, right?
No, that's very logical. Makes sense. I agree.
This is an act of self-destruction that can only hurt the tribe by killing its members, right? Well, people believed that it was going to help, so people voluntarily stepped forward, and they put themselves at the edge of the mesa, and they leapt off of their own accord and killed themselves. Dying for the tribe of their own volition, and hoping that it will continue on after when they're gone, basically. And well, people still remember the trauma, like watching their nieces or their mothers or their fathers choosing to die. And that stuck with everybody. Well, that's what happened. The tribe began to grow again. It stopped its sort of trend of decline. Many new members were being formed, and many people were staying. Right? I bet you're wondering, is that right? Well, why did that happen exactly? If things were going so bad and a bunch of members killed themselves, how did that actually end up getting turned around? And the answer that maybe the Akuma would have given is that sacrifice worked. It actually did bring fertility to the tribe. But I quickly came across another answer that's just as extraordinary, which is that seeing your loved ones die, just killing themselves in front of you, and their only wish is that the tribe recovers and grows stronger. Every single person in Akuma, all the people who watched that happen and had to say goodbye to their loved one, who chose to die, traumatized everyone. And all their actions from then after that was having more kids. Anyone who is born must be made to stay. We have to work harder and save more money. We have to tend the fields even harder than we were before. Haunted by the trauma of their families members killing themselves in front of them, basically. And that collective trauma basically motivated the entire tribal group to actually work and reproduce until their fertility problem was fixed.
So they just weren't trying hard enough. Alright, nice.
But for real though, like there's a limit like what people can do, but like what extraordinary emotional trauma can you inflict on people to motivate them to do something? What ghosts have to haunt them?
Nice.
Yeah. They're not killing their family killing themselves unto my death has to mean something now. They did that, so now I have to fulfill their wish. I need to make their deaths meaningful. And so it happened. Now, is that magic? According to the Aleister Crowley occultist guy, yes, that is magic. That is, or if you ask Alan Moore, he would say, yeah, that is magic, because that is a concrete expression of sacrifice that leads to affecting people in a way that could not be done any other way. It is extraordinary and defies any kind of logical thing, which is that you've convince people that you've sort of it is irrational, and could not have happened if you didn't do it. You have like cast a spell on everyone around you by this act of sacrifice. And so magic is a real and tangible thing. It is entirely social and material. And it is rooted in sort of the bonds you have within the people. This is like, this is affirming. This affirms the idea that humans can actually. We're actually the ones doing, like, saying that race science is real. A morally or emotionally intelligent person that can, like, you know, question themselves. It's like you cannot reap the true benefits and also not be exploited at the same time.
They really
it
designed
adds
this
to-
game.
Yeah. Yeah, and like that's the shittiness about contradictions is that, well, the tech bros are right and they're also really wrong. That's what's so fucking annoying about solving problems as they are now, is because that everyone is sort of right and also they're very wrong.
Yeah, we're like 5 in a row. Am I actually better at you at this game? Guys, what the fuck? I just started playing.
you're the Uber Mitch. See, you can control when you can start and stop talking. You can handle
Yeah.
the ambiguity of someone understanding your point. I can't, so I become distracted saying some bullshit instead of cleaning the fish. And that's why you're the Uber Mensch, I'm the Untermensch.
Yep, don't you dare forget about it. Oh, and I'm not afraid to admit that I'm the Ubermensch. See, I'm not afraid of being arrogant or perceived as narcissistic.
Listen, I
Liar.
accept that people don't like me, and I deal with the pain of being a
Yes, it truly burdens me being so amazing. I don't even know if that makes sense. But you need to stop rhyming with such purple prose and just explain shit more clearly. Damn. Now everybody's like confused and knows what the fuck you're talking about. Like for real, like one of his books, half of it is just fucking poems.
That owns so much. That is the most philosophy shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, the gay science. Of course it's called that.
That's what was the gay science. That was his. That was the one where he's all poems.
Like half of it, yeah, the first half is just poems.
Listen. If a horse fucks you in the ass and you're split in half,
Yeah, I too would write one of the shitty poems.
it's just like if a horse fucks you in the ass and splits you in half, but you liked it, you didn't like how you were split in half. Would you be okay of being fucked by the horse forever? Is suffering pleasure?
The suffering is worth it as long as I get $1 million.
Someone pumps $1 million over your viscera. That's the caveat. Is it your horse? Is it your life begins at birth and then it ends getting fucked by the horse?
The horse went up to Ben's mouth? Yes.
What if the eternal occurrence was just getting fucked by the horse?
The horse's bedbug wants to grasp the...
Begun unstable and it ended there. It's like, would you be okay with that? Honestly, I think other fish would like that shit.
The horse,
The horse
Pectin wants to...
horrifying child murderer.
Yes.
But like,
Wants to...
he told executioners he said either like being hung and having your head cut off from an improper hanging would be the greatest thrill of my life. And he was literally such a sicko. The idea of getting like brutally executed in a botched way turned him on and made him excited.
Ben brutally executed the horse because it had no mate.
Yeah. That's Nietzsche in a nutshell.
There's a point where what's great about you, Finicky, is that I sometimes can't tell if you're being sincere or sarcastic. That's nature right there. Are you like tired and like admitting like just sort of repeating the truth, or are you just being sarcastic?
Yeah, it's nature right there.
Exactly. You know, I
flush out philosophy.
You know what? I'm perfectly fine with the ambiguity of your statement because I am an Ubermensch.
Yes, I can handle ambiguity. That is actually like, yeah, you go.
I can
Like avoid or whatever.
Fence.
That's right. You explains the fear of the void, and the fear of death is the fear of
Fence
ambiguity.
always forcing around.
Like basically the same thing. It like wrapped up in our minds. Was that topic? That topic was actually being explored through Nietzsche. And so, mastering your fear of the void or ambiguity,
Ben is masturbating.
And we develop belief systems as a means of navigating ambiguity, and at some belief systems, we can become kind of addicted to them. That general knowledge should grant you a sense of clarity, not conviction.
Right.
LOL.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does actually make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's the difference between an unhealthy belief system and a healthy one. Oh, I don't remember where I got that from.
You probably got it from the bottom of Cracker Jack's box.
Yeah. I open up a fortune cookie, and it's just there it is. Like I open a fortune cookie, it's this giant like sheet of paper, like a very dense 8-point font, which is like, like well, yeah, this shit's gone. It's all like
There's so much-
super
there's so-
densely written. See, if you examine the latent content of the object, in consideration to the sublimity, like, yeah, what the fuck is it saying? Like,
That
dense
is fence
philosophy.
touch and hunter.
Just like
You know, the kind where you read the paragraph, you have no idea what the fuck it's trying to say, right? The dormant object and the latent content of the object. Like, what?
the latent content of the object. Oh, you mean like I think he's talking about latency and packet loss.
Is in relation to the essentialism of object and the conceptualization of the object. What? Just like,
The conceptualization, yeah. Oh, he's talking about like what do you call it? Disco Elysian. He's just explaining that your conceptualization stat is too low, and so you can't have conceptualization. That's what he's talking about.
you like the
Well, ever since the new expansion came out, the game has been poorly optimized. I don't know what the fuck they did to it, but I'm getting packet loss. I'm like, inputs are like not going through.
it's just this thing.
This expansion ruined the game. I don't know. It's $40 on this. This is bullshit. But you have a doctorate, so you can't write it like that. You have to write it differently.
Have you ever read Zeke? You know Slavos is Zeke?
I have heard him speak, and I don't think is reading his shit any more comprehensible.
No. Supplying object of ideology. That's what it actually sounds like when you read it.
Ideology. Trying to.
Oh, yeah. Somebody please save this man's poor nose. His nose, poor nose.
My fat tongue and my sinus infection that never ends. It's classic display of ideology. And
You
as you
didn't
know,
think that right, you guys are a bunch of retards.
as you know,
Ideology.
ideology. I kind of. It's funny.
No,
Sometimes.
Eden.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe it sounds like there's something in there, right? But then he keeps talking. It's just like, I don't. I'm having a hard. You're getting at something. I don't know what. I have to like rewatch some of this stuff. The thing is about him is that like a lot of the time he is like not trying to actually convey ideas. At least he's like just. There's like something like funny. There's like something a funny anecdote. Like he once told a story about like is that like that being vulnerable with other people or being open about what you're thinking is a good way to actually make friends with people, because you just get the prejudice or the tension of a person's belief or what's in their head. You get it out of the way by just saying it, and that actually leads to to like people being able to be vulnerable, and you can make friends with people. And the anecdote he tells is that he tells like he comes up with a really great semi-racist joke for whatever people he's talking to or staying with, and he tells a racist joke about himself, about Slovenia, and then moves on to like whatever people he's staying with. And he basically says that like if you do that correctly, and if it's politely enough, you can basically get someone to laugh at themselves, or like a stereotype that basically can break the ice and sort of like ease the tension that's inherent with like talking to someone who's a different culture. And it's funny, Yugoslavia kind of talks about that in like sort of Balkan or Slavic culture, is that people will just like say when they're talking to someone, they'll just say the first thing that's on their mind. It's like he says Akeem, it'll be about their disability, their gender, their weight, their race. they'll just say something, get pointed out, and say it out loud in their face, and then the other person will just say something similar back at, and then you'll have like a normal conversation after that. He just says it's like it's really rude and politically incorrect and like intolerable anywhere else, but out here, people just like kind of do it, and then it just kind of cuts the actual tension of sort of talking to someone who's different from you. And it's like, but he says there is kind of a weird soothing effect to it. And Slavoy kind of your boy Slavoy, you should. We are eating from the trash can of ideology.
That's a really good impression. I can't do the impression at all.
Look, I have a bad nose, a fat tongue, and like I can go with my voice. That's all you really need. The gnome holding the jug. This is my favorite. He holds the jug with the narrow, long end of it pointing behind him. Now, what is he trying to hide? Is it possible that the jar is a fake symbol that he is trying to obscure from those in front of them, but those not behind him? This, as you know, is classic ideology. That's love doing impressions. Oh shit! I stopped looking for messes to clean.
There's one nearby here.
I got one right here.
There we go.
Lower basin pool and raised pool light. Oh, by the way, you can press escape. When you press escape, it gives you like a ledger of all the objects you have to clean, and tells you which are clean and which need to be clean.
Lower full floor. Dude, the lower full floors are so hard to do.
What is the
Raised pool floor? Oh, there it is. Oh, these are set. Oh, these are separated into segments, right?
It's right here. It's this fitted floor right here.
Oh, it's under like it's like right here. Lower basin edges. Outer wall. These
It's probably up here. Yeah, it's these ones. So one of these. Can we move the ladder somewhere else?
Oh yeah, just press, just walk up to its base and press F on it. Where do you want it? There?
I don't know which base is it.
You mouse over it, you should, oh, it's...
Oh, wow.
It's this one. Oh, it's on the top of the lip of the basin by the looks of it.
Oh, I see.
You might have to get on top to actually get to it.
I guess it's underneath. There you go.
Okay, got it? See, oh, basin edge.
Oh, that one.
Job complete, we did it.
Mine says 99% clean.
What? Oh,
There you go.
so
Now it
mine-
says 100%.
Okay, good. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready to watch the replay? Well, I actually get to watch the replay, you don't get.
And refunded.
wait?
Actually, I think it might have been too long, actually. Oh, it's been an hour and 55 minutes.
Oh shit. The co-op game.
Thought you have fun game.
That was really fun. I did like that quite a bit. thank you for coming on, Finicky, even if you're not gonna stay in and keep the game.
Oh my
We was
god.
107 minutes. Unless you want to play.
Children of Morta.
Let me. If you're gonna play Children of Morta, you guys can go ahead and both play. I can.
You ass.
You can shut this off. I literally don't have the game.
I know.
I actually have it, so I can't play with you guys.
I mean, soon.
This has been on the customary like 2 hours that I usually play with you guys. Like, you know, the minimum. So yeah, if you guys want to play Children of Morta, you guys can go play.
It's better with.
I'll go to
It's better with.
edition, recording the audio, and like editing and loading it.
It's better with 3 players though. Yeah, I'll be
Pretty good.
editing this video out too.
I think I've like talked a lot more this time around than any of the other ones. Like you and I talked a little bit, on like the first and second time around, but like looking back on it, those conversations were ruined by the fact that I did not have the audio mixed properly, and the game was so loud you couldn't hear anything we were saying. Frankly, your sort of like bulk.
You're a history buff.
The bulk of the stream is better than the one I took, and the only way I was able to use it properly is just by cutting the audio, fast forwarding it, and then like, you know, editing transitions, titles, and like royalty free music. That's like basically that's like the format I figured out now, which is it's really fast and it's a nice that fits the game. It circumvents the audio problem, but kind of interested to hear what this is going to sound like with my new setup.
I hear a
In
kid.
any case, anyways, I've left the game.
You bitch.
You call him a bitch.
You bitch. Wah.
You want to play Children of Morta?
Yes.
Party chat is actually coming out of the proper output now. That's interesting.
Alrighty.